Hi, Fitri.
Hi Penny, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So is the session started already?
No, we've not. You're the first one here. Well done.
Thank you. I'm good.
How's
Yeah.
how's everything going? We heard now that there was an earthquake in Indonesia.
Again, yes. It's quite a yes. And some say it leads to a tsunami, but no, we keep checking on updates today, and hopefully it's not happen.
Oh.
So where are you right now, Penny? Still in
I'm
in?
I'm in the Canary Islands.
Okay, all right. So do you have a good time, right?
Well, we only came on Sunday, so
Okay.
so we and I'm still working.
Okay.
So
Enjoy,
yeah,
enjoy,
so
just enjoy. Yeah.
it's yeah, it's good. It's okay. Hi, Adele. How
Hi
are you?
Adele.
Okay, Adele.
Hi, Miss. I'm a bit under. I'm
You're
actually quite
under
a bit
the
under the
Under the
weather.
weather
weather.
right
Oh
now.
Yeah,
dear.
Adele.
Oh
Where's
Yeah.
your cute hat? Yeah, those bucket hat. Yeah. You,
Yeah, I don't have my hat
you don't
right
put it on
now.
today, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Sorry, so it's like I'm a bit sick at the moment, so
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
are you? Oh dear.
yeah.
Mm.
So if my voice sounds very funny, I'm very, very sorry.
It's that time of year, isn't it? It's the
Yeah.
time of year when people get bugs and colds
Yes.
and
Yes,
And
general kind of
and those deadlines are
yeah.
coming like all the time. I mean, it's like yeah, it's at the end of the year, and I think it's supposed to be
we're
holiday
just
time,
trying our
but
best.
yeah, and I'm still running with the time. Like Penny now, yeah, in Canary Island, but still working with us.
I'm in the Canary Islands. Woo! I'll go out, so you can't really see anything from
Please
here. You
go
can just
get
see
some
the,
view for us.
but well, no, you can just see the blue sky. That's all,
Okay,
right?
sunny,
So
isn't it?
it's
Wow.
very sunny.
Would
Yeah,
you,
very sunny.
Penny? Would you
Yeah.
please stop in what at one angle so we can see clearly?
Oh,
Oh,
and I've got a blurred background as well, haven't I? So you can't really see. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Let me turn the blur off.
yeah, it's
Okay.
blur background.
So you can see. You can
Oh,
just
yeah.
about see. Yeah, I'm on my balcony, and
Be
and
careful,
and
yeah.
here's the. Yeah, that's
don't,
fine.
don't get
And
too close to
and
the
we
edge.
have we have a
Oh,
pool.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
there's mountains and yeah. So it's hot.
Hot. Good.
The opposite end to England, which is raining and grey
Yeah, and snow.
and so. Yeah, it snowed a couple of weeks ago, didn't it?
Yeah,
So
it was.
there you go. And this way you can see how this way. Let me show you. Okay. So this way we have mountains.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
view, good view.
You get better sense
Oh,
here of. I'd be careful because I might get locked out. Hold on a minute.
mind your step, Penny. Be careful.
I know it's okay. I'm very used to this. So you can see this way. It's quite mountainous. It's volcanic.
Yeah.
Tenerife, the Canary Islands are volcanic.
Okay,
So,
Tenerife.
and you can see that way. Yeah. So there you go. Whoop! The door nearly shut. It's a bit windy.
Windy, yeah. Yeah, it's.
So how are you guys? You all okay? Everybody's very quiet. Ellen, how are you?
More or less fine, actually.
Why only more or less?
Well, I have a lot going on because it's the end of December and it's always so busy and so annoying actually. But anyway, I'm glad that you're having a really good time there in Spain because everything you showed looks so amazing, really. I wish I was there with you.
Well, that's only where we live. This is not the best place. I mean, this is just a kind of like a residential complex. It's not the beach.
How far is it
You
from
know?
the beach, Penny?
We're about a 10-minute walk from the beach.
10 minutes. Okay, not bad lah. 10 minutes.
Not bad. But you know something? I don't like swimming in the sea.
Okay.
I don't like the beach.
Oh, really? You don't like the beach? It's like
No, because I
sunbathing.
don't like sand and I
Yeah.
don't trust the sea. You get in the sea and you think, what's swimming around underneath
Wow.
me? Thank you very much.
The kraken.
The only place for fish is on my plate, I think,
Okay.
with some nice French fries and salad.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, right, who's here? Let's see. Right, I'm struggling a bit with my laptop. Normally I'd be on my computer at home, so I'm on my laptop and I'm having problems with it. So bear with me today. Right, who's here? But how are you guys? So how are you guys in Indonesia with an earthquake on top of everything else?
Yeah.
I hope everybody's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, I'm in Tenerife, and yesterday the island next door, La Palma, the volcano went again. It went, poof, yeah. So that's quite interesting. Right, who's here? Marina's here. Where's Marina?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
I can't see you, Marina. Oh, everybody's here. Anastasia's here. Shirley's here. Hi, Susie. How are you? Susie's on mute. You're on mute. Zita is here. Yeah. Okay. Bella, there she is, the beautiful Bella. Of course, Bella is Italian for beautiful. In Spanish,
Yes, that I
it's
know.
guapa. Okay. Good. Maybe some of the other people will join us. I can see Joe's not here. Okay. And Natalia isn't here yet. But never mind. That's not too bad. Okay. I know you guys are really busy. And, you know, we have to congratulate you on being committed to this course. You're in the middle of a busy time of your lives. So well done to you guys. Today, actually, right, so today I'm trying to share my my presentation with you, and for some inane reason it can't see it, so I'm gonna have to do it. And that's gone again. What's going on? I'm suffering a bit here today. Contact share a document.
But the connection
They've
was
changed
fine.
it.
It's fine, yeah, Penny. The internet connection is
My
fine.
connection's okay. You can hear me okay, yeah?
Very clear, yeah, no problem.
Right, I can't. Right, just bear with me, guys, because it won't give me the presentation to share with you. I don't know what's going on here. I just don't know what's going on. Just a moment. My window, I've got my, I can see my presentation, but when I asked to, there it is. So it might be a little bit bumpy in terms of sharing today. So I apologize in advance, okay? This is not how I want to share. I'd rather do it how I could see it before, but it won't let me, all right?
No worries, Penny. Fine, fine.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Can you see?
I can see it.
Can you see yourself, Fitri?
Yes, EGC Online
You
Academic Skills.
Okay. Okay, so, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, guys, so today we're in week 4, all right? Really, we're kind of looking at our the final stretch, okay? It's the final stretch. So well done for getting this far. And so week 4 on the Moodle materials, you have been hopefully reading about literature reviews and finding your voice, okay? And the reason why we asked you to look at literature reviews, etc. this week is we're hoping that you found time to work together on your project. And you would be looking at perhaps some possible resources to include in your writing. And so the aim of including literature reviews in this week's Moodle, the offline study, was to help you think about the point of literature reviews, if you like. Now, what's happened here? Here we go. And so does anybody remember the theme for this week? Does anybody remember the theme?
Yes.
Anyone?
Yes, Penny.
What?
Can you say that again?
What is it? The theme for this week is what? Can you remember?
Like the first draft.
We want the first draft, but the theme, we've come through culture, we've come through innovation, we've come through education, and this week's theme is
Listening, and I think
that's a skill. What's the theme? Everybody's now madly going on to Moodle to look at what the theme is.
yeah, I read that, but
You're on mute. You're on mute, Susie. Well, it was leadership.
leadership, yes.
Yeah?
Leadership.
Leadership.
Mm-hmm.
It's leadership and teamwork. And of course, doing a project with a partner in another country is a good example of asking you to take part in teamwork. But I've got an interesting question for you now. Okay, thinking about leadership, we've got many leaders, and we know many famous leaders. If you could invite one world leader to a dinner party, who would you ask and why? So that's our question. Just drop it in the chat box. Just drop it in the chat box. Yeah? I'm trying to get 2 screens so I can monitor both. Who would you invite to a dinner party? And why? Think about if you could invite any world leader to a dinner party, who would you ask?
Jacinda. I did it, Penny.
Oh, wow. Oh, really? Wow. Now, this is interesting. You know, I'm going to say why. Okay, why Jacinda Ardern? Zita, tell me why Jacinda Ardern. Is it Ardern or Ahern? Ardern, okay.
Ardern.
Right, okay, Ardern. Zita, why would you ask Jacinda Ardern? Tell us.
Well, I think just by seeing the news about the progression of the pandemic, when we compare other countries to New Zealand, it seems like they're living in a very prosperous way, and I just would like to know how she did it.
She's a very strong lady. Very strong lady. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Very interesting, Zita. Now, I'm very interested in why Ellen wants to invite Macron to dinner.
He's handsome.
No, he's not. Did you think so?
No.
Is that the only reason?
Sorry?
Is that the only reason you would ask him to dinner?
No, actually, but of course it's not the reason as well. Probably because I'm obsessed with French culture and French literature, and I'd love to know how it feels to be a president, the president of the country that had so many kings and like all the Louis and the Napoleon. How does it feel like to have such a power in such a country with such history?
Yeah, good reasons, Ellen. Excellent reasons. Yeah, I mean, France has such an interesting history. And you know, of course, that the French don't like the British and the British don't like the French. They pretend to like each other, but that's not true. Okay, Adele, I don't know if Adele feels well enough to tell us why she would invite Justin Trudeau. Is that because he's handsome? Oh, you're all fickle. Do you know this word fickle?
Yes,
Fickle.
yeah, I know.
Do you know this word fickle? Yeah?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What about everybody else? We've got other people here. Who else is here? Susie, I'm with you. I'll come to your dinner party. He's the one man that I would invite to a dinner. I have so much respect for Barack Obama. So much respect
He's
for
very
him.
funny.
He's
Obama.
wonderful. He's very human, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
A very human leader. And sadly, I think looking around the world that lacks an awful lot at the moment in our world leadership is that humanity.
Yes,
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
You know, when you look around, is that whole kind of relating to everybody, especially given the 2 years we've just been through and still going through with COVID and the pandemic and everything else. We need more humanity. Okay, so that's not everybody shared their leader, but there's some interesting ones there. Yeah. Okay. Well, leadership was the theme for this discussion. For this week's studies, and the reason why we gave you some things to read about in literature reviews, because those literature reviews, doing a literature review is part of putting together an academic assignment, okay? And I know that our little project is very short, it's not very long, and you don't have a lot of time to pull a big project together because you've got other deadlines as well. But we hope that you've taken what we've said about literature reviews and finding your voice and applied it to the sources to inform your project. So hang on. So can anybody remember from the asynchronous disorders, 3 key areas to be aware of when you're reading the work of people? Okay, all right, it's very easy to get sucked into what you're reading, but there are things that you need to remember, to be aware of, to keep in your head when you're reading work around your subject area. Can you remember what they are? 3 terms.
Penny, what do you mean by that? Like, is it related to the report we did, or in general?
When you were reading your Moodle resources, okay, all right, it focused on 3 areas that you have to hold in your head when you're reading the work of what people have written about the subject. I'll give you the first one. Fact.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You're looking for clues that what the person you're reading is saying or writing about is fact, or whether it is prejudice, okay, or whether it is biased. All right. Okay. So yeah. Hold on a second. I'm working without my notes here. I'm so sorry. It's because I can't present in the same way. Just bear with me. Yes. Now, you should have all made notes on fact, prejudice, and bias. Yeah. When reading. When reading to inform your writing, okay, you're thinking about fact, prejudice, and bias. Can anybody tell me, think about your reading for writing. Okay, What is fact? Can anybody give me a definition of what fact is? Could anybody tell me? What do we mean by fact? You can either
Fact
tell
the
me or
opposite.
drop it in the chat box. Go ahead, Susie.
Yeah. Fact is the opposite of opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the
Oh.
opposite of opinion. It's things that are known to be true, isn't it?
Yes. Mhm.
Zita, well done. That's lovely. A statement that is empirically proven. Okay. A truth that everybody agrees on. These are lovely definitions. Yeah. It's a truth that everyone agrees on. Yeah, a statement that's empirically proven. Excellent. Okay. So thinking about prejudice. Okay. If you're not sure, check in an online dictionary. What do we mean by prejudice? What do we mean by prejudice? Okay, take a minute to think about it and either tell me or drop your ideas in the chat box.
A preconceived idea that is subjective and similar to prejudgment.
Very nice, Bella. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I only
anybody
know
else?
that because of Pride and Prejudice.
Ah, Pride and Prejudice. Assumptions or preconceived, yes, okay. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Yeah, okay. We've got unfair thought, Ellen, thank you. I don't know, unfair thought, unfair. Okay, all right. Assumptions or preconceived judgment. Yes, Adele, nice, okay, good. And then finally, what do we mean by bias? Again, think about it. If you're not sure, you can always hop onto an online dictionary and have a look for a definition. Zita, thank you. An inclination towards or against someone, yeah.
A prejudice towards someone in favor of them.
It could be against them as well, couldn't it, Bella?
Oh yeah, it could be.
Okay. Yeah. Right, some lovely definitions. Okay. So thinking about what we know to fact, prejudice and bias to mean, when we're reading other resources, when we're reading around our subject area, why do we have to keep these things in our head? Why do we have to look out for what we think fact, prejudice and bias is? Why? Anybody want to suggest that? Either tell me or drop it in the chat box.
Because when we're reading an academic article or journal or writing, we as humans, of course, have our own prejudice and bias, but we have to be objective in reading an academic writing and read it in a factual manner.
We have to try to read it in a factual manner.
Yes.
Sometimes it's tricky, isn't it? Adele, thank you. Yes, it's maintain credible, objective insight. That's right. So these are the three things that we have to keep in our minds when we're reading other resources and taking ideas and evidence from those resources and thinking, well, hang on a minute, is this a statement that is empirically proven, as Zita said? Is this a truth that everybody agrees on? Is this writer thinking unfairly? Are these assumptions or preconceived judgments? Are we reading about an influenced preference in an unfair way? So it's those three elements that we always try to keep in our minds when we're reading, so that we become more of critical readers and writers. This is what feeds into the critical reading and writing. Okay, and so in choosing sources to use in written work, do you remember week 1 of the course when we talked about criteria to help us choose those resources? Can you remember what they were? Whoops, there's an acronym here. And yes, it does say crap. It does say crap. But can you remember what they stand for? Do you remember what those initials stand for? I wonder if you remember this from the first week. Have a think. Can you remember?
C for credibility, I'm guessing.
Credibility is a possible one. The suggestion is currency. What do we mean by currency?
Currency.
Doesn't mean whether or not you're changing your money from pounds into francs or euros, okay? Anybody current? Yes, Adele, thank you. Yeah, current. Is it recent? Is it recent, like contemporary? Yeah. So yeah, but credibility is yes, that might be somewhere else. Yeah, currency. What about the R? Anybody want to give me what the R is?
R.
Real.
Relevant?
Who said relevant?
Relevant, oh yeah.
Bella.
Was it Adele? Yeah, that's right. I can't.
It was Bella.
Bella. Oh, sorry, Bella. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's relevance.
Relevant. Okay.
Okay. What do we mean by relevance?
Relevant.
Relevance. What's the first A?
Accountability.
You've all forgotten.
Yeah, let me check. Yeah, go away.
Have a check. Think what that A might be.
Yeah. Well. Oh, we care.
Anybody want to come up with that?
Authority.
Authority. And what does that mean?
That the source of the information you use.
Exactly. That's the source of the information. Who's the creator? Who's the author? Yeah? And if you are looking online, okay, most of us look online, don't we now, for our sources. You can also look at the URLs to reveal things about the author or the source. So I'm just going to copy and paste something into the box. I hope this works. Okay, it's not on the slide, but it might help in terms of
Crap.
Can you see that in the chat box?
Yes.
You can? I don't know what's up with my Teams today. It's all over the place. I can't actually read what I just pasted. But that tells you that, you know, whenever you look for something, ac.uk would be an academic institution in the UK, .com, a commercial site, .edu, educational institutions, .gov, government, nhsuk.org, non-profit organisations, military, and .net network. So, you know, so we have to take those things into account now because we find majority of our resources online. Okay. What's our second A?
A.
What's our second A? So we had authority, didn't we? And so accuracy. That's right. What, Susie? What does accuracy refer to?
No, it's hello, Penny. Can you hear my voice? Yeah. So accuracy means the correctness of the content. that you write or that you read?
Yeah. Okay. Is it just that?
The truthfulness.
True.
Yes.
Okay. Or
Whether
mhm.
yes, the resource is reliable. Yes. I mean the resources in the reading is trustable.
Trustworthy.
Yeah, trustworthy.
Trustworthy.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And also looking at language, okay? Looking at language. Looking at language, the language tone that is objective and free of emotion.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
validity. Yeah. Yeah. And also, and this seems a silly thing to say, but look for spelling and grammar.
Yes.
Look at the
Yeah.
spelling and grammar as well. And any other typographical errors, spelling, grammar, grammar, and typographical errors. Because, okay, with the grammar, all right, it's possible to write and not be entirely 100% kind of grammatically correct, but you can have sloppy grammar, okay, and typos in particular. If somebody doesn't check their writing for typographical errors, it shows that they haven't reread it, okay, and that shows what we call sloppiness. So they haven't taken the time to review it. So why should you trust it? Okay. Yeah. And then finally, the P.
Is it the purpose?
The purpose. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Purpose. Okay. Purpose. All right. So what is the purpose of the information? Think about, what is this person trying to do? Are they trying to inform me? Are they trying to sell me something? Are they entertaining me? Are they trying to persuade me? And it goes like, shows a light bulb above your head. Okay, if this person is trying to entertain me, is this academically suitable? Or if they're trying to make me laugh, how serious is this? And this is where the fact, opinion, or propaganda, objectivity, and bias comes in. And all those other considerations. Okay, so those are kind of like your keys. Those are your handles to hold on to when you're reading resources. You use a CRAP principle. So you can away from this course as kind of like, okay, choosing resources, I can use the CRAP principle. And this CRAP principle really is all part of becoming a more critical student, which is what we want you to do. It's all about questioning and carefully considering your information. So in academic terms, you need to question those ideas or theories, taking into the CRAP principle, taking into account who made them, where they were made, what they mean, and how they're used. And you need to sit and discuss them, understand the limits, how they compare or interact with other ideas or theories, okay, because you want to become more critical students, critical thinkers. Okay, so the colour of criticality, think red, okay? Recognize assumptions, evaluate arguments, and draw conclusions. Now, I can't see my slide numbers. Okay, hold on a second. I'm so sorry, but it just won't let me. It won't let me do this. Okay, right. We're going to watch a video. Okay, a short video using critical thinking in everyday life. Now I'm going to send you a handout. Whilst I send you the handout, I'll find the video. Just 1 second. Let me just find it from here. Okay. Okay, here it comes. So whilst I'm finding the video to share, because my Teams is not playing ball with me today, I don't know why. All right, there's your handout, okay? And in task 1, we're going to watch a video clip using critical thinking in everyday life. And we're going to listen to a video which is given by one of my Warwick colleagues, Karen Simicek, who's Associate Professor and Director of Student Experience and Progression for the Philosophy Department. And she's talking about the importance of critical thinking. Just want you to listen. Okay, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen a second. Okay. Just read through that first task. I'm so sorry about this. I just don't know why it won't work. Maybe I'm in the wrong place. Maybe I'm in the... Okay, well, we've just got to deal with it, haven't we? We've just got to... Oh, please, God, let this work. Can you see that?
Yes. Yes.
Can you see my screen?
I can see it.
Fitri says no. Fitri says yes. Susie is shaking her head. Can you see it, Susie? Should have a video.
I can see it very clearly.
It says it's a green screen that says using critical thinking in everyday life. Yeah, Susie? Does it come through? I'm hoping you can hear it. Let's check. Okay, here we go. It's only 1:30.
There's always that question, should I trust that? Should I trust that bit of information? Should that be something...
Can you hear? It's not very loud, is it?
Loud enough.
What's wrong? Hold on. Can you hear it?
I can.
Okay.
There's always that question, should I trust that? Should I trust that bit of information? Should that be something that now becomes part of my own sort of way of seeing the world, my own system of beliefs? And so that's where critical thinking skills come in, because it's about taking those things that you're exposed to, taking those bits of information that you're told to believe, and actually having a way of scrutinizing them for yourself, and then making that decision about whether that's something you actually want to accept for you. So it is a bit about trying to distinguish between fact and fiction, but also it's about trying to unpick those moments where you're led to believe something when actually there's no rational basis for it. Sometimes things just sound good. Sometimes they just fit with the kinds of things that we want to believe. And so if we just accept that kind of fast thinking that we're very used to in most of our lives, then we could become very messy thinkers who have believed all sorts of things. It could be anything from, well, it would be quite nice maybe to think that the world is flat rather than spherical. But that's not going to help when I actually then try to sail to the far corner of the earth, because I'm never actually going to get there.
That's very philosophical. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I'm going to put you into groups. If you look at the task sheet, and just think what you've learned about critical thinking, your experience of critical thinking, and why it's important. And then I'm going to ask you to talk to each other about it, though, rather than to talk to me, because I've done enough talking now. And I'm going to put you into 2 rooms. I hope. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, right. 2 rooms. I'm going to automatically assign you. And I'd like you just to talk to each other about your experience of critical thinking, and how important you think it is. I'm just going to, it's all random assigning. So everybody ready? Yeah? And I think I said on the task sheet, I said 10 minutes. I'll give you 5 minutes for this, and then we'll come back to plenary. Share some thoughts about your experiences of critical thinking, what you think is important. Think about what we've talked about the CRAP principle and fact, prejudice, and bias. If you've got any personal tips to share with each other, then please do. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to open the rooms now.
Hello. Anastasia, Susi, who else? Zita.
Mariana, Zita.
What is the task?
Yeah, I'm here.
It's task 1, yeah?
After watching, you will go discuss your understanding of critical thinking, why it is important. Make notes here of your thoughts and others people comments. Penny will bring you back to the main room for feedback. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who wanna start? I will be listening. And I will take a notes, yeah? Please. Anastasia, you wanna go first? Susie? Marianne?
Yeah, maybe I'll go first. Is it
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. After watching the clip, what I understand from critical thinking is that facts are different from fictions. So critical thinking, we can learn from critical thinking that to be a critical thinker, we are able to differentiate between facts and fictions. And why it is important? In order that we do not have messy thinking, like we mix all these facts and fictions all together, and then we will have naive way of thinking. Yeah, that's what I have noted.
Okay, I've taken everything you said. So my notes now. So who's next? Oh, Penny is in the house now.
Yeah, I'm in the house, but I'm only listening. I'm not here because I don't want to talk, because you listen to me too. Deep, 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 deep. I like to hear you talk.
We like to hear you as well. So who's next? So
Me.
yes, Anastasia, go ahead, please.
Critical thinking, in my opinion, is a system of judgments that is used to analyze things and information at about importance. This is very important in our time because there is so much fake information and we need to understand that. So that's all.
Okay, thank you. So I've taken a note everything, yeah. So who's next? Is it me?
Can I go next?
Yes, please. Zita, yeah.
Well, to me, critical thinking is a way for us to evaluate a piece of information objectively, and then from that we can decide on what to do with that information. And why critical thinking is important, because on a smaller scale, I think it's what drives self actualization, and then we can achieve things when we know what we want to do with the things that we know throughout the world. And in bigger scale, I guess it's what drives innovations and progress in society.
Oh, very interesting. Okay, thank you, Zita. So who's next? So it's not
I
me.
can be next,
Yes,
so that
please.
yeah,
Please.
you'll finish and wrap up the conversation. So I think that critical thinking is a very important aspect of communication in the modern world because we have a lot of information around us, as some of you mentioned previously. I totally agree with this. And sometimes it's very difficult to know what information is useful and what is false. And that's why we need this critical thinking, that aspect of our mind that helps us to differentiate data, and it helps our mind to work as a computer, I think.
Ah, interesting. So thank you. So who's next? Anybody else? So we all agree critical thinking is important, yeah? Okay. Anybody else? Don't be silent. So sleepyhead here. No?
I think everyone answered. You can.
Okay, I will have
Everyone
my
has
own.
spoken.
Thank you, Marina. I will have my own, yeah? So I think my
Yep.
understanding on being critical, yeah, critical thinking is how to be skeptical with every information, because we are now living in a world where massive information is coming like in a seconds, very quick, yeah. So it's important to be questioning all the information and not take it for granted for everything, because we should make sure those information are important or not important, is fake opinion, hoax, and so whatever. I think, and it's important because we don't want to get lost with this massive information and just being passive, and that's all. By the way, it's almost, what time is it now in Russia, friends? We are all now sleepyhead in Indonesia, by the way. Susie, do you think so? Anastasia and Marina,
I'm here.
what time is it?
Yeah, it's almost 4 p.m. for us, so it's
4 p.m.
not the worst time, but it's already getting dark because
Okay.
at winter, like in winter, it's difficult to be
Yeah.
productive because it's getting dark really quickly.
Okay. But the temperature is fine, yeah, Marina? Like, it's not freezing, what?
No, today it's really great. It's around zero, I guess,
Zero.
and we had a huge snowfall last night. So it's really
Wow.
beautiful outside. There's like
Ooh.
so much snow. Everything's covered in snow, but it's not cold, and
Ah,
that's perfect.
good. Good. I envy you, yeah? We don't have it here, yeah? It's 83 degree Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's quite roasting. Dark outside, cloudy, yeah. But it's not the best time of the year. Uh, mm, we're coming. We're coming to bed soon. Okay.
Yeah,
Russia.
you really must feel sleepy with such weather.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I try not to. Yeah, after a long day of working, because yeah, it's a privilege to be with, like, it's not every day. I don't have this environment like with you all, international community, isn't it, Susie? Like, we speak uh,
Yeah.
bahasa Indonesia, our own language, like on a daily basis. In fact, we are in international university. We're supposed to, and so it's good opportunity to practice here and with you all. Interesting.
Mhm.
Are you coming from the same university? Moscow City University, isn't it? I'm guessing.
No, we're from different universities,
Okay.
but yeah, from the same city.
So where are you from,
Oh.
Mariana? What university? I mean,
So it's called Financial University of Moscow.
Financial University. Okay, I'll Google up that soon. Ellen told me about that. Yeah. In 10 seconds we'll be back to the main meeting.
I think.
Okay. Yeah. Coming back. What? Hello?
Not children, teaching them to younger adults, and we don't really know much about it and how we think it should be applied in an academic sense, so that generally everyone knows how to pay taxes and pay their bills. And apparently, in Indonesia, we can pay taxes online, and apparently Adele's mother still go to the bank and do it manually.
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because it's sort of like this whole kind of digital immigrant, digital native philosophy. Have you heard about that? Digital immigrants and digital natives. You know, you guys are probably digital natives. You've grown up with the internet, and it's part of your life. Whereas for your mum, okay, who is probably a digital immigrant, so still adapting, and a lot of people still resist it strongly, very strongly. You can see Adele's put my parents do it the old-fashioned way. It's the way they're comfortable with.
Yeah. My parents,
Yeah.
my uncle, my auntie, they are immigrants. Huh?
Digital immigrants.
Digital immigrants, yeah.
Digital immigrants.
Yeah,
We
they
call
are.
them digital immigrants and digital but you're digital natives.
I think
Yeah. Okay. It's hard. Yeah. Okay. Interesting how your conversation curved into bill paying. All right. But okay. So anybody want to share what you've discussed? Critical thinking. How helpful you find it. The difficulties you have with it. Anybody want to share anything about this? There's some interesting conversations going on. I think it was Anastasia who made quite a few interesting comments. I was listening in about, you know, how important it is to, you know, so much information out there now, and we have to be so careful. Yeah. Adele says it involves reflection. Yeah, and sometimes you have to change, don't you? You have to change your ideas, which is hard as well sometimes. It involves reflection, and it's a hard pill to swallow, yeah? Okay, anybody else? Anybody want to add anything? You're all very quiet today.
Hello, Penny. I dropped some chat, but I think you didn't read it.
Being critical is not easy here. Okay, when you say being critical, do you mean here in Indonesia, or do you mean in the teams? Yeah?
Where I live now, since the very first day of my life. Especially when we get along with the academics, yeah. We're coming from these cultures of rote learning where we have to just listen, and good student is the one who's like not confronting whatever the lecturers or the professors is explaining, like. But at the
that's
same time,
really interesting.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I don't know if any of our Russian colleagues are you able to challenge your tutors on what they say? Can you challenge what people say in no? Ellen's shaking her head.
No, I don't. can know. Our tutors are super strict here, actually, and wherever they say like a law, really something that is forbidden, prohibited, and you are not allowed to like do something that is beyond their understanding of. I don't know. You can do or
So it's very
cannot.
traditional then, very traditional. So
Yeah, same
have
here.
you
Same
found, so
here.
I'm interested then, what I'm interested in knowing in that, how you found mine and Kathy's style of teaching. How have you found this style? We've given the floor to you as much as we can.
Uh,
So how do you find this? Because we like to be challenged, okay? So how do you find this style of teaching?
I like it. It's engaging but challenging at the same time. Me personally,
Oh, it's challenging.
yeah, like sometimes there is a lack and gap between what I want to say and what my my non-critical self say. I don't do that. Just listen first.
Okay.
And even interrupting you, Penny. Yeah, it's kind of like sometimes, I don't do that. And remembering back, I had a very hard time when I have the first week of my joining, my study in University of Aberdeen. The first day, the professor come with a pile of books of his own. So the authors was his. So he showcased those work of phenomenology.
Oh, that's a bit naughty.
Yeah, and then after that we were impressed because he was one of the experts in those field. But then the next task was very very disturbing and very not easy for me personally, because then say, please do some critics on this work of mine. And we know he's the expert on this field, so I was speechless, and I was
Now
clueless, like,
that's it. That's an interesting task, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like challenge
Um,
was not easy.
challenge him. Yeah. No, I suppose I know it's very interesting. It's just different ways of delivering, of thinking about things. But it's all part of becoming a critical thinker, and a critical reader, a critical writer. Okay. Does anybody else want to say anything about critical thinking before we move on? Because we're going to have to move on. The times, I always have too much to do in my classes. I need to be better organised. Just a minute. Let me have a look. See if I can find my presentation. Oh, it's gone again. Hold on a minute.
Easy, Penny. Take your
Okay.
time.
Oh, I know, it's awful. I don't know what's going on. Do you know, I think I'm in the wrong place in Teams. I think I've come in on the browser and not in the app, and I think that's why I can't see it. Oh, God. Hold on a second. Right, here it is. I've got to go back in like this. Okay, well, we were going to watch another video, but we're not going to have time to do that because what I need to do is move on slightly, because we're coming up for 1 o'clock, and I need to talk to you a little bit about what's going to happen as we move forward. So there we go. I found it. So, well, thank you for that input. But we've got to kind of like move on. Okay. Okay, we're going to move on a bit now, a bit fast, because, hold on. I'll share the link with you for the other. Can I share the link with you? It's a different Moodle course. Let me think about that. Okay, and I'll get back to you. So we've got to move on quite rapidly. The other things that you looked at this week offline was about concluding an academic paper. I'm sure you're all highly experienced in that. And this is just, I've got a plane going past the window. Sorry. How to put together a conclusion. Now, if you want, if you'd like to have a look at some extra help on writing a good conclusion, I've included a link in this presentation, which I'll put in the Teams space, and you can click on it to take you to the Manchester University. I think I can say Manchester University at Warwick University. Phrase Bank. Have any of you heard of this?
Yes.
I
ever downloaded this one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is a very famous academic academic English support site. The University of Manchester has some excellent resources, and one of them is there about, will cover the whole plethora of academic writing. It's also got the major academic word lists as well that you can download. And I was looking at sites to help you with writing conclusions. This is a very good one. You could self-access that. You don't need me to walk you through it, because that's something you can click on. The link is active in the PowerPoint presentation, and you can find lots and lots of useful help there for you. I know it's the University of Manchester, and I'll probably get fired now from Warwick.
No, you're not. No, you don't.
What are you doing promoting the University of Manchester? You work for the University of Warwick.
No problem. It's okay, Penny.
But universities support each other in the UK, especially in terms of academic skills. So we're always sharing each other's resources, because we're all we're all facing the same direction at the end of the day, aren't we? So do check it out. And what I'm coming to now is your project, and asking you, where are you with it? Okay. So what I was hoping that we might see today at some point is a draft. How many of you are in a draft position? Is this a tumbleweed moment? You know, the tumbleweed rolls across the screen. Do you know it's called the tumbleweed moment?
Tumbleweed?
Yeah, where everybody goes quiet.
Oh, tumbleweed.
Right? If you look at the top of the teams, okay, you could give me a thumbs up. Yeah? How are you with your project, the draft of your project? Can everybody give me a thumbs up?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's my big thumb, yeah? For you, Penny.
It's a big thumb. Excellent. I applaud you. I applaud you with all the things that you've got going on as well. Okay. And so what I'm going to ask you to do, because really this is kind of like my final input session with you, because you're with Kathy on Thursday. We swap round this week, and then next Tuesday is kind of like the final session. So there's kind of lots of ends to tie up between now and next Tuesday. So what I'm hoping, if you look at that slide, what I'd like you to do is to, ideally, if you can send your draft to me by the end of today, okay? You can upload it into your project channel space, and I will read through your draft and return with suggestions by Thursday. So that's the day after tomorrow, which would be the 16th of December. And then you'll have some time just to look at those suggestions. And I'm asking you to kind of submit your final version by Sunday, because I'd like to read the final version and then obviously return it to you as a record of your work on the course. Yeah? Has anybody got any questions?
Penny, I have a question.
Sure.
So what about the poster one? I mean, we can...
We're coming to that now.
Okay.
We're coming to that now.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Poster presentations. So next Tuesday, in pairs, all right, you're going to present the project in the form of an academic poster. And so you're probably all thinking, what does this mean? Has anybody taken part in an academic poster presentation? Have any of you actually done it?
I have.
Ellen, tell us all about it.
Oh, I'm not sure if in Russia this event is the same as in England, but anyway. So here in Russia, we both write an essay and design a poster, which is printed, and then we show it Well, mainly at the main hall of our campus, like the most beautiful place, and where you have to present your poster, you take like all the key information from your essay and you announce it, read it out loud, and show different pictures, diagrams, like I don't know, schemes on your poster, which is to represent your like text which is written.
Yeah, that's a good explanation. That's pretty much what it's about. Does anybody else taken part in an academic poster presentation? Okay, well, let's just take a little walk through what it involves, okay? So what are poster presentations? Ellen has given us a very good overview of her experience. We're going to listen, I hope. Oh, God, I hope this... let's see if you can hear it. Can you hear it? Hold on a second. Hold on.
Not yet.
Hold on. Not yet. Let's try again. Can you hear it?
I can hear you, but your voice.
Can you hear him?
Voice? No.
No?
No?
Only
Right, hold
your
on a minute.
voice.
Hold on a minute then. Only my voice, you can't hear him. I don't know what's going on today. Just a moment. Hold on a second. Bear with me. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Can you just bear with me?
Yes. No worries.
I'm so sorry. I just don't know why.
Tumbleweed.
Let's try this. Try it this way. Just a moment.
Tumbleweed.
Get rid of that. See if you can hear this.
Tumbleweed.
No, there's nothing happening. Can you hear that?
Not yet.
Why is it so low?
It's like
No?
lagging. I think it's buffering.
It's buffering. Damn. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to try switching networks, okay?
Okay.
So I might freeze for a second. Just give me 2 minutes to work this out.
No problems. Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed.
Right, bear with me. You can still hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
I might freeze for 1 second. I might freeze. Just bear with me.
Okay.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
You can see me. Do I sound better?
Yes.
Right, hold on a
Loud
second.
and clear.
God. Right, I'm going to try something else now. No, I'm not going to try something else. I can't find it. Just a minute. We might have to leave this. Just a second. That's not it either. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me. Right. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. If this doesn't work, then... Hold on. I'm so sorry. It's my internet connection's not as strong as I've got in the UK.
Yeah, can see that.
Huh? I've got it on my mobile. Okay, hold on a second, guys. Hold on. Let's try this. Okay. Can you see the YouTube video?
Black screen.
Not yet.
Black screen. It's coming. I
No.
think it's loading.
Why is it so quiet?
Mm-hmm.
I can see the video now.
Right, okay, it's not going to work. Okay, no worries. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm going to leave it. What I'll do is I'll send you the link. In fact, you know what I could do? I could send you the link in the chat box and you could watch it. Hold on. Okay? Why didn't I think of that before? Stupid woman. Right, okay. Here you go.
No, just fine,
Oh,
just fine.
Joe, you
Just
already
fine.
did it.
Yes.
Okay, right. Go ahead. Go and watch it. It's 5 minutes. Have 5 minutes to go and watch it.
Okay.
Yeah? Just watch that video. Give yourself 5 minutes, and when you've watched it, come back.
Whether your poster is about classwork you've done or it's for a research fair, this video is intended to give you some tips about what to expect, how to prepare, how to present your poster, and working a crowd in a research poster setting. Posters are used in a number of settings. In academia, we use them to show class work or to present early research. We do this to get feedback and also to allow students an opportunity to practice presenting. In industry, posters are used to pitch ideas to executive staffs or to funders. But also, companies can use posters to show how their work is helping communities. Posters are a unique opportunity for you, not just for getting feedback, but for meeting people. Anybody you meet could be a future employer or somebody that you might want to collaborate with in the future. Poster sessions aren't really about the poster, and they're not even really about the work. Posters are used in a number of settings. In academia, we use them to show class work or to present early research. We do this to get feedback and also to allow students an opportunity to practice presenting. In industry, posters are used to pitch ideas to executive staffs or to funders. But also, companies can use posters to show how their work is helping communities. Posters are a unique opportunity for you, not just for getting feedback, but for meeting people. Anybody you meet could be a future employer or somebody that you might want to collaborate with in the future. Poster sessions aren't really about the poster, and they're not even really about the work. A poster session's about you. It's an opportunity for you to pitch yourself and promote yourself. Often a research or a class poster session is in a very large open space, or maybe it's in a classroom, or possibly the posters are set up in a corridor where posters are on opposite sides of a hallway. In any of those cases, poster sessions are often crowded and noisy. Often you have to speak loudly, so the first tip is bring water, because if you stay hydrated, you won't have problems with losing your voice. Plan to get there early. This is good for a number of reasons. First off, if the poster placement isn't pre-assigned, it gives you an opportunity to scout out the space and figure out where you might get good traffic. It also allows you to make sure that you have room around your poster. Ideally, you want to stand to the left or the right of your poster. If you're in a group, you want to make sure there's enough space for your group to stand around your poster without blocking it. Think of your poster the same way you think of a slide deck. It's a tool for presenting. So you want to be professional, and all the same things that you think about when you think about presenting slides are similar things that you want to think about when presenting a poster. The differences are the information on a poster is all on one big slide. Also, there's no space between you and the audience, so the conversation can be much more personal. In fact, a key to presenting posters well is that they're interactive. A poster should give you the opportunity to have a conversation with the people in the audience. A visitor might come up to you and ask, "Hey, what's your poster about?" An ideal answer is one that invites a question. So think of a short little phrase like, "My poster is about global warming, and the data suggests that glaciers are retreating, which can cause serious problems around the world." Notice how that invites a question about what kinds of problems, or someone might be interested in how you reached those findings. Also, point to the visuals to help tell the story. That way you're being active and you're not just standing still reciting a story. Consider bringing business cards and notepaper. That way you have contact information to hand out easily, and you can write down feedback. And dress well. Remember, this is a professional event, and you could end up meeting a future employer or someone you want to collaborate with. Finally, if you're presenting a poster with a group, figure out in advance who's going to be speaking on which parts. That way you don't seem clumsy during the presentation. So now we want to talk just a little bit about how to work the crowd. Remember, poster sessions are often in a very crowded space. You don't want to block your poster. You want to have an open space in front of it as best you can so that people feel invited in. For groups, try to stand on both sides of the poster, but remember to keep the front clear. When you want to reel someone in, all you have to do generally is make eye contact and say hello, and they'll often naturally come up and start talking to you. Remember, a poster session is really about you. It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to practice telling your story.
It's a helpful outline of what a poster presentation is. But of course, our complication is that you're going to be doing this online and not in a hall somewhere or a room. We love a challenge at Warwick University. But it's nothing to worry about, because you have within your Teams area, you have your project channel, and that's where you will be presenting your poster in your channel. Okay? And what will happen next Tuesday is we will start a meeting just absolutely as normal, like this. And then you will go to your project channel and you will start a meeting in each channel. Yeah? So literally just click on start, and then you will, one of you will have the poster, and you will share your screen and have your poster on display. And then what will happen is we will channel hop. And so we will come into your channel and you will present your poster and your project in your channel. So it'll all be set up step by step. And before we actually start the poster presentations, we will have a 10 to 15 minute housekeeping session to explain the exact steps as we go along. So everybody will be clear. And there will be other people joining us as well. It won't just be Kathy and myself and everyone here listening to everybody else. We will have other visitors from Warwick University. And we may extend some invitations to your universities as well. I'm not absolutely sure whether or not some of your colleagues can come, but they're very welcome to. And if you wanted to invite somebody, particularly to hear you or come and see your poster, if you let me know and have an email address, I'm happy to add them so that they can come and join in with your and hear you talking about your work and your research whilst you've been on our Warwick course. It's a chance for you to show off your hard work. And why not? You've worked hard. Okay? So do let me know if there's anybody you'd like to come along. All I need is an email address. And I can add them to the team so that they can join in as a guest and listen to you presenting your poster. Okay?
How many?
Are there any questions? Yeah, Fitri.
Yeah, Penny. How many? Friends or colleges? Okay to join.
Up to you.
The head.
Entirely up to you.
Okay, I think I will. I will
The more the
invite.
merrier.
I don't know. Hopefully, invite the head of the department. Yeah.
I think you should. I think you should tell. Look, I'm giving a presentation next week.
And
It's do it. Big yourself up.
Okay.
You know this expression? Big yourself up.
Big yourself up.
Big yourself up.
Big yourself up.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, guys.
Thank you.
So that tells you what a poster presentation is. There will be I'm just going to share my screen again. Please let it be there. There it is. Okay. So you need to start to plan your poster now. There is a short course on academic poster design. I don't know if anybody's actually managed to access that on Moodle. But you will also need to find your template. Now, there is a Warwick template, a PowerPoint, and there is a link. You can actually download it with the Warwick branding on, okay, which I will share with you. In planning your poster, you're probably going to have to, I don't know if we're going to have time today. I thought we'd have much more time for you perhaps to start talking to each other. But you're going to have to start thinking about planning your poster. Now, as Ellen, I think, has pointed out, and I think I've talked about before, and the gentleman in the video said, you have to decide what the key message is from your research project. So out of your research project, you take the key message. There won't be room for everything, and you have to start prioritizing. Remember that on your academic poster, I think it says it here. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Is it here? Okay. Your content on the poster, there shouldn't be more than around about between 300 and 500 words. Okay. So you're not rewriting, you're not picking up your essay and dropping it onto a poster template. What you're doing is you're taking out the key points and you're deciding how to place that on your academic poster. So, hold on a second. Okay. So decide what your key message is going to be. You won't have room for everything. You need to decide what your audience must know. There might be space to tell them what's good to know. And then nice to know, what might add interest and context, but you won't have message at. It's an academic audience, okay? Oops. And for the purposes of an academic poster, let's keep in mind that think in pictures rather than text, all right? It's your pictures that are going to do the talking and not the writing. The writing will have the key points, bullet points, not lots of paragraphs, okay? Look at those pictures and see what do those pictures mean to you. So translating your writing into pictures, okay, is key. And you have only a few seconds to grab and hold your audience's attention, and your topic needs to be clear. Now, this is really for a poster presentation in a big hall where it says from 3 meters, and text needs to be readable from 1 meters. But of course, you're going to be sharing a screen, but you still got to think of the quality of what it is you're producing. All right. And you have to think, okay, I've really got to hold my audience's attention. So it's really important. The visuals are important. So when you plan the content, structure is important, but it doesn't have to be linear, okay? Now, these are some ideas for layouts. You can either do it in landscape or portrait, entirely up to you. That's just 2 samples for you to look at. Doesn't matter which one you do. But remember that people tend to read down columns. So like a newspaper, so you go down a column and then you go up to the next one and down and then up to the next one. All right, so do remember to, you know, keep that reading order in mind. You will be using PowerPoint for your posters. Oh no, I've got another one. I'm going to have to share that with you. Okay, I'll share the links with you afterwards, after the class, because we haven't really got time to listen to them. I think this is about 5 or 6 minutes long. The key thing is that you know where to find the PowerPoint. You don't have to use the Warwick brand. Okay, it's up to you. Now, all of this, of course, is online, and Kathy is on Thursday. Will go through with you the speaking conventions of presenting the poster online. All right, this is kind of like the practical issues, and further details of how it's going to take place with timings and everything will be sent to you, and you'll know exactly what you need to do, where you need to be, and what to expect before next Tuesday. Okay, so don't worry about that. So I've got a few links that I need to share with you, and I will share them with you. Yeah, that's it, I think. Hold on a minute. Has anybody got any questions?
Not yet. Clear.
I've got lots of links to share with you. Now, on the task sheet, it's on the task sheet because we've run out of time, as usual. I was going to ask you to start thinking about your academic poster. Now, on there, you've got let me see if I can share this screen with you. I just don't know what's happened. It's just bizarre. Right, hold on a second. Boop. Here we go. On your task sheet, okay, you can see in task 3 that you need to start planning the academic poster. If you click on that picture, it will take you to the University of Warwick's Moodle course on creating and designing academic posters. You should be able to access that course. It's a very short course. It takes you about 30 minutes to go through. If you really would like to do that and you have any problems accessing it, let me know. Or there are some other links for you there, okay, that take you to some very useful external resources about creating a poster that you might find helpful. I think the first one, does it take you to York University? York University have got a very good section on academic posters and creating research posters, okay? So that's for you to explore and to keep for further reference. And I will share the link to the template with you in the box after this class. It links to the Warwick template. Now, the Warwick PowerPoint template, when it comes up, I think it's got about 10 PowerPoint slides. You only need 1 PowerPoint slide. You don't need to have 10 PowerPoint slides, okay? Because you'll be saving it in PDF form, all right, as a poster, okay? All right, but again, full instructions on all of that will be forthcoming. Has anybody got any questions about the poster?
Penny, I have questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's technicals, yeah. When we present the poster, so we're supposed to be like 2 of us, 2 presenters for 1 poster, right?
You will be with your project partner.
Okay, I will be with Ellen, for 1. Okay.
So you'll be in your project channel.
Okay.
Okay, you'll be hosting your poster in your project channel.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You'll be hosting your poster in your project channel, and then you will present your poster We've got the option of doing it on a formal basis, so you have a time for that presentation, or we can open it up to the floor and have people going into different places. But I'll talk to Kathy about that. We'll confirm on Thursday.
All right. Thank you, Penny.
All right.
All right.
Okay. If anybody's got any other questions about any element of the submission of the final project or on the poster presentation, then please do ask. Yeah, do send me questions. I'll pick them up and answer them. And there'll be information forthcoming in the next couple of days to help you work through that. Okay?
All right.
I think we've run out of time, haven't we? We've run out of time. I know Paul, our colleagues in Indonesia, what time is it?
It's 8.
Almost 9 p.m.
It's 8:26.
Yes.
8:28.
28.
Have you had dinner yet?
No.
Oh my
Nope.
goodness me.
Oh, I have. Not the second one, yeah. Very late dinner will be coming soon after this.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thanks, guys. I'm going to leave it there. There's just reminder that please send me your draft for some feedback. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Hopefully by the end, put it in your channel. Yeah. And then you need to kind of like think about the final submission and your poster. Okay.
All right.
Good job.
Okay.
Everybody happy?
Happy.
Thumbs up.
Penny, one last question before we'll say goodbye. Would you, Penny, hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you type?
Yeah.
Did you say something like a tumbleweed? The expression, would you type it?
Oh, a tumbleweed moment.
It's new for me, so I will,
Is that new?
yes, and I'm
Yeah, you
happy.
can Google that.
I will, but
A tumbleweed.
just to make
This
sure.
is a tumbleweed moment.
Tumbleweed is a plant, right?
You check that. No, a tumbleweed moment is when everything goes quiet. When it goes, nobody knows what's happening.
Okay. Okay. I think we have it in Indonesia. No, the words, but okay.
I have lots of them.
Thank you, Penny.
like,
Yeah.
Take care, guys. Okay, and see you. I might drop in just to check in on everybody on Thursday. If not, I'll see you next Tuesday. And don't forget, week 5 goes live on Friday. Okay.
Thank you, Penny.
Thank you.
Bye.
Penny.
Grazie.
So.
Bye-bye.